Hello friends, welcome to another Sims 4 speed build. I hope you're having a great day. I'm actually having a pretty good morning. It's not been too bad. I feel a little awkward recording. I feel a little rusty at it because I haven't done it in almost 2 weeks, which you don't think is a very long time. But when you're recording videos, 2 weeks is a really long time and it's really easy to fall out of the habit of it. So I'm very rusty at it again. But it's been a crazy couple of weeks. We've got some health issues that have cropped up again, which has kind of put a wrench in homeschooling stuff again. And then I realized we needed to change homeschooling up a little bit. The program that we were using was not appropriate for my daughter. It's hard to explain, but the way public school lays out, especially stuff like math curriculum versus the way homeschooling curriculums lay things out, especially in math, is very different. And so we've kind of been struggling, and like some of the math is too advanced, but other math is not advanced enough in the program that we've been using. It's really weird. So we got to change things up and get her back on track for 8th grade. So it's been a rough couple of weeks realizing that this program really is not working for us. And then on top of it, we got a new dog. So if you've been to any of my live streams before, you know that I have a small chihuahua named Piper. Well, this last week, about a week and 2 days ago, actually, we got a second dog. She is a Boston Terrier. Yeah, she's a Boston Terrier, and she is beefy compared to the Chihuahua. She's not an overly huge dog. She's only 20 pounds. I weighed her the other day. She's only 20 pounds, but next to my Chihuahua, she is beefy. So it's been a little, strange having a bigger dog in the house. Not a big dog, but a bigger dog than a Chihuahua. And she's a puppy still, so she's kind of crazy. She's hilarious. She is adorable, but she's a little crazy. And it keeps me on the go a lot. I have to feed them separately because they eat different types of foods. My chihuahua won't really eat dry food at all. She has some dental issues. But the Boston Terrier, oh, her name is Rain. We mostly just call her Ray or Rainy Bainy or silly names like that. To be honest, I have a hard time remembering names at this point. I have a lot of nieces and nephews, my daughter, and there are many, many dogs in the family as well. So remembering all these names is virtually impossible for me at this point. I don't know. It's just the way my brain does not work. I cannot remember names no matter how hard I try. But, anyways, we mostly call her Rainy or Rainy Bainy or whatever. She's adorable. Maybe if I do a live stream again, I can introduce her. But she's cute, she's hilarious, but she is a lot of work because she's a puppy. So between the homeschooling and the medical stuff, getting a new dog at this particular moment was probably a bad idea. But at the same time, I'm kind of used to just always having dogs and cats and stuff around. So wasn't like it didn't seem like a huge I don't know. Anyways, you know what I'm saying. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. That's what I'm saying. It's been a crazy couple of weeks and I haven't recorded in a while. So, let's move on, shall we? Anyways, so this is a restaurant. It's a greenhouse that's been turned into a restaurant. I saw an image. I thought it was really cool. And if I ever owned a restaurant in real life, I'd kind of want to emulate this restaurant that I saw this image of. And so I would never own a restaurant in real life because I am not good at customer service. I just yeah, I'm not good at that kind of stuff. I had an Etsy shop once and I got sick, like really really sick, and I had to take a 3-week break. And during that break, this one woman just threw an absolute fit because a product that I had did not meet her exact specifications. And it was just like we tried to accommodate her. I followed everything that she wanted, and it still wasn't good enough. And it's like, no, I can't deal with people. I'm sorry. I can't do this. So I ended up closing the Etsy shop because of the one Karen. Truly, I'm like, no. If there are gonna be more Karens like this, no thank you. This is not my life. But if I ever were to open a restaurant or anything, this would be the restaurant I would want to open because it looked really cool in real life. I'm not sure I quite captured the full, like, I don't know, feeling, ambience, aesthetic of the real life restaurant that I saw, but I really tried hard within the limits of The Sims 4. And most of my screenshots stink. They're terrible. They're not great. But the ones I took of the inside of this restaurant, it looks really cool. It looks like it would be a really awesome restaurant in real life. So it's like part greenhouse and it's on a community lot. So any sim can plant or harvest anything anywhere with the plants that are there and stuff. And there's a bunch of empty spots for sims to plant stuff as well. But it's also an active restaurant. They can come in, be seated, get food. The only thing that I ran out of time and couldn't do was customize the restaurant. The idea that was that it was supposed to be a vegetarian restaurant, and maybe if I have time later today, I will customize the restaurant and do that before I upload it to the gallery. But as it is sitting right now in my game, it's not a vegetarian restaurant, and that's what I really wanted it to be. So yeah, that's kind of the idea behind having a greenhouse restaurant. It's a vegetarian restaurant or vegan. The original idea was vegan, but I don't think you could truly do that in The Sims. Like, you only have the option to have your Sims be vegetarians, which means that unless you also make them lactose intolerant, um, they will eat things that have like cheese or milk or what else? Eggs, maybe? I think they'll still eat eggs, possibly. I don't remember now. It's been a while since I played a vegetarian sim. But yeah, there are still some things. So you can't really truly do vegan sims, but I thought vegetarian was fairly close. Close enough for The Sims, anyways. And that was the inspiration and idea behind this restaurant. Um, the the trees and the plants and everything, most of them should have all been in bloom, but for some reason they just disappeared and turned into dirt piles as soon as I started placing them. So the lot looks worse than what it's supposed to because none of the trees are, full and grown and everything. So that also makes the screenshots look worse, but just give it a chance. Download it, put it in your game, give it a chance. You will like it, I promise. I think if you have a sim water them a couple of times, they will potentially come back again. They should, hopefully. Any of the ones that didn't, certainly the ones inside should be fully grown because they're enclosed um, in the greenhouse, and so they aren't seasonal. But the trees that are outside will still be seasonal, so maybe some of them won't. I don't know. You'd have to put it in your game and play test it. I did play test the restaurant part. The restaurant part works fine. The only thing I didn't play around with is the plants. But yeah, your Sims can sit. They can order food. The cook goes to the kitchen and cook. The waiter does, that stuff. Everything works fine as far as the restaurant goes. It's just the plants are not growing properly. And if I remember correctly, I think I heard someone say that that's a glitch in the game and that plants just do that sometimes, I guess. So I don't know. I haven't played enough with gardening either recently. I've mostly just been building the last several months. Like, my main thing has been building, so I don't know much about the gameplay aspect anymore and what the glitches are. I guess I should stay updated on those, huh? But yeah, so like I said, it's gonna look a little plain here from the outside because the trees aren't in full bloom. It looks better when the trees are fully grown and in full bloom. But other than that, I think it turned out really nice. I think it'll look even nicer once the other buildings and stuff in the area get added. I worry sometimes that people don't like some of my builds because a lot of them are on what look like relatively empty lots ish next to completely empty lots. And so it just doesn't look normal. It looks weird and out of place and stuff. But once this neighborhood starts getting fuller, I think you'll see the beauty in this restaurant a little bit more. I like it, but I know what's coming for the rest of the lots, and with the trees fully grown and everything, I think it turned out really, really nice. But sitting here looking at it on the screen like this and seeing all the empty space around it, it does look kind of boring. It does. I mean, I have to be honest with myself. It does look kind of boring. And it's truly not. I swear to you, it truly is not, especially once you fill up the other lots around it. But yeah. Um, I don't know what else to say. Like I said, I'm super rusty at this, even after only 2 weeks of not doing it. I just have had so much going on with medical stuff and homeschooling and new dogs and everything else that I just got real rusty at this. Summer vacation is coming soon, I hope, though. Probably not for us. No. I just realized we might have to work through most of the summer with homeschooling because we've had to change things up a few times, but yeah, it's all good anyways. I use The Sims 4 as my downtime, so I will never quit doing this cuz it's like my, what would you call that? It's my entertainment, but it's also like my stress reliever, my downtime. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't even know if I know what I'm trying to say anymore, but anyways, yeah, you can tell I'm rusty. I'm pretty bad at this now. I'll have to record lots of videos this week, even if I don't use all of them, just so I could get back into the hang of this and not sound so bad and weird. My daughter is probably sitting over there going, "Oh my god, my mom sounds stupid. Why is she doing this again?" But I'm trying. I am. I really am. I don't know. I just feel really awkward all of a sudden recording. And all I can think of is it's because I didn't record for a while. But yeah, I really like this restaurant. Like, this is one of my most favorite restaurants that I've ever built. It's so adorable. A little greenhouse turned restaurant. It's adorable. You gotta see the screenshots of the inside here in a minute. You have to at least stop the video long enough to look at the screenshots because the inside of it looks really, really cool. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Even if I can't do voiceovers very well anymore, even if I can't take screenshots to save my life, Even if the outside looks boring and plain because it's in an empty neighborhood right now, the inside of the seating area of the restaurant is really, really cute. So, you at least have to hang around for that. And that is coming up right about now. So, if you enjoyed this video, if you like this build, don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye.